As I said many times before, you can meet almost anybody on the street and they can give you a general idea about what the neighbors are paying in taxes, whether it be school taxes, township taxes, or whatever. I know I paid my taxes here. I was up here Friday to pay my taxes, and on my way out, there was a couple of people saying, Jesus Christ, look at this is unbelievable. We need to start from the basis, and that is we have to maybe start the process by looking over the audit reports to make sure that every department is getting every dime that's owed us. We want to make sure that whatever services that this township is providing to citizens and businesses, that they get all their money. We don't want to get into a situation, as I always said, we can't afford to have two malfunctioning governing bodies. We don't need, like the school board, will let people use facilities and don't even make money on them. Allow them to have money and don't pay us. We can't have that. We need to start there. All the departments are 100% in collecting everything that's owed us. Because if you laying people off, especially people in our first responders, our safety, because we can't afford them anymore, it ain't right. It's just some people out there that owe us money. We can't ruin people's lives when there's money owed this town. So that may be the first thing we have to do. Look over the audit reports, get with these departments heads, and make sure we get the money that's owed us. I know when we did the public works yard, and I think every citizen needs to go down to the public works yard and see the beautiful facility down there. I remember when we was talking about the bond for that, and I brought this up a couple of times, was that we was going to go out and talk to other communities and see if they'd be willing to bring their work to us, work on their lawnmowers, work on their equipment, work on their vehicles. And I remember once I asked, who's out there selling that service? Because if the other communities don't know that service available, then that service don't exist. If we got surplus capacity down there, we need to make sure that we're using it. Same thing with the metals. I said, we canceled the other contract, got the guy one-day trash collection. Now we have public works guys going on picking the metals up. And I said, if that service isn't feasible, where we making money, just like I said with the school board, they need to have a policy where the school board decide on how much profit they want to make when people rent the buildings. Same thing here. If we didn't have, you guys didn't have the discussion and say, if you're going out to pick those metals up, we want to make a 5 or 6% profit on those metals, then we shouldn't do the service. We need to make money because there's gypsies running around out there, and I have worked with unions and non-union outfits. I tell you, there's no way a public works guy, with all that they have to go under OSHA and have all kinds of insurance and benefits, can pick up those metals cheaper than those gypsies running around out there. All they did is getting whatever they can get off that metal. They got no insurance and none of that stuff. I'm waiting for one of them driving off the back of one of those pickups. We need to also check on that as well. But we need to make sure that what's happening when we're providing services, that we're getting the money.